Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm parked at actually the overflow area of the Zealand trailhead, and I really have no clear idea what my plans are over the next 3 days. I originally planned to do a super extended Pemi Loop, which would have been about 44 miles over 13 summits with 14,000 feet of cumulative elevation gain, but we're expecting winds up on the high summits today of between 100 and 135 mile per hour, gusts anyway. So needless to say, I've canceled those plans, but I do have Galehead Hut and Zealand Hut booked for tonight and tomorrow night respectively. So I am going to do something, I just don't know exactly what. The winds are going to improve quite a bit overnight tonight, so today, I'm going to take the AMC shuttle over to the Gale River trailhead. I won't be doing too much. I'm just going to go into Galehead Hut. I'll possibly summit Galehead. It's fairly well protected. We'll just have to see how the conditions are later in the day. And then I'm going to have to play it by ear for the rest of the weekend. Today's Friday. I have a 3-day weekend here, so I'm just not sure. It rained quite a bit last night, and the one plan I had was to leave Galehead, summit South Twin, go over North Twin, descend down, cross the Little River, ascend Hale, and then come back down to Zealand Hut that way. That was part of my super extended Pemi Loop plan as well. But I'm worried with the thunderstorms and heavy rains last night. The river gauges are all rising quite a bit today. So the Little River has one pretty serious crossing at high water, and so I'm not sure about that. My wife's going to keep track of the river gauge for me and text me the reading, so I'll have an idea of if I can do that or not. If not, I'll figure out something and I'll let you know as we go here. All right, I just got dropped off by the shuttle at the Gale River trailhead. And it's not too bad yet. It is just started raining again a little bit, but you know, it's not raining hard. Winds are not too bad yet, so I'm gonna head on in, head for Galehead Hut, and we'll see what happens. Let's get after it. I'd say 2/3 or 3/4 of the way to Garfield Ridge Trail. A few miles in here up Gale River Trail. Trail's in good condition so far. A little bit of mud here and there, but it's been a very wet early summer here in the White Mountains, so no surprise. But this trail is in great shape, all things considered. And no surprise really. It's the main trail to Galehead Hut, so they really keep it in good shape. Things are going well. It's a little muggy, but somewhat cool, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Can't complain, although I'm sure I will find something to complain about. In any case, you never know about these winds that they forecasted right here I think it might be because I say that, and here comes the first gust I've heard in a while. But I think it's because I'm to the east of the Garfield Ridge and the Franconia Ridge. I assume the winds are coming out of the west, and they're probably taking, those ridges are probably taking the brunt of it right now. So as I get a little bit higher, I may get a little exposed to it, but I really have no major exposure all the way to the hut here. So nothing to worry about really. Just keep plugging along. I'm at the intersection of the Gale River Trail and the Garfield Ridge Trail. As you can see, it's raining again. I'm back on my wet weather camera. I've got about a little over a half mile to the hut, so we'll get to the hut, see if they'll let me check in, and figure out, probably run out and do the summit of Galehead, which I said it's very quick from there, easy, not much views, but better than sitting around getting cold. So we will see. We'll carry on. Hopefully the rain stops. It's just supposed to be off and on, and I thought it was going to be done by now, but it's New Hampshire, you know. New Hampshire sunshine, I guess. Wow, that is interesting. Excuse me.
Coming out.
All right, I'm at the hut. Checked in. Got a hot coffee. And just gonna take a little break, then I'm gonna go tag the summit of Galehead. Be back in time for dinner. This is kind of cheating compared to staying out in a tent. I'm on the little, I don't know if it's called the Frost Trail, something like that, the little spur that goes to the summit of Galehead. And I left my stuff at the hut, except for my selfie stick and my camera, my phone. But I should have brought my walking, my trekking poles, because I'm navigating some mud interspersed with stepping stones, and it's a little tricky without my trekking poles, but no biggie. Just be nice. My feet are really still pretty dry, considering. It'd be nice to keep them that way now that I'm at the hut, but if not, so be it. I really thought I'd have some nasty wet feet by now, so it's kind of a bonus that I don't, but whatevs. I'll show you what I mean. I don't know. That kind of stuff. And then in front of me, yeah. So a little bit of rock hopping. Well, here we are at the majestic summit of Galehead Mountain. It's a beauty. I'll show you around. It looks like a bunch of green trees. All right. Well, I am back at the hut. I'm in some dry clothes. I got a box of wine open. Things could be a lot worse. Actually, I talked to somebody inside that came over South Twin today from Zealand Hut, and they said there was a section there near Mount Gio where they basically had to crawl because of the wind for a short section. So I don't feel as bad now about changing my plans. Probably Franconia Ridge would have been a real struggle, so probably did the smart thing. Just doesn't seem like it right here, but probably the smart thing. Speaking of the box of wine, I've got this black box Cabernet Sauvignon from Chile, and they make a California one as well. Might even be a Napa, but I find the one from Chile is much nicer. It's actually shockingly good for boxed wine. It's starting to clear up. Winds have died way down. Not that they were ever all that today compared to what they were supposed to be, but winds have died down, clearing up, and hopefully tomorrow's going to be a much nicer day. We had dinner at 7:30. Just relaxing right now, charging up all my electronics and whatnot. But it's only 7:30. I'll probably be in bed within an hour. Probably do a little reading here, charge my electronics, and then get some shut-eye. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Welcome to day 2. It's about 6:30 a.m. I just left Galehead Hut. I decided to leave before breakfast. I'm not feeling all that hungry, and I got sick of waiting around. I've been up since about 4:30. I went to bed early and just woke up, had enough sleep, and so I decided to get moving. Today I'm going to climb South Twin, and my wife has sent me some river gauge water readings for a local river that I'm using as a proxy for the Little River crossing that I was a little worried about near North Twin, or under North Twin in the valley. But looks good. Levels are falling, and I met somebody yesterday that did cross yesterday afternoon without a problem, so I don't think it's an issue. So my plan today is to climb South Twin and then shoot over to North Twin. Then I'm going to descend all the way off North Twin into the Little River Valley, and I'm going to take the old Warden's Path to Mount Hale, and then from there I'm going to take what is that trail? Lend a Hand Trail, I think it is, down to Zealand Hut, where I'll be staying tonight. So it's not going to be too bad of a day, about 10 miles, a fair amount of climbing, but I've got all day, especially now with this early start, so it should be a good day. Winds seem relatively calm. Once I'm off South Twin, heading to North Twin, I can put the drone up, so hopefully it won't be too crowded. I don't like putting the drone up when there's people around, and it kind of disturbs people, so hopefully I'll get there early enough and I'll be able to put the drone up and get some nice scenic vistas up there. If you follow the ridge line from the center of the screen, we've got Mount Flume, Mount Liberty, Little Haystack, Lincoln with the scars coming off it, Lafayette, North Lafayette, and here in the foreground a bit, Garfield. And this little guy here in the valley is Galehead. And then up over here, South Twin was our first 4,000 footer this morning. Descending North Twin now, and headed for the Little River Valley, where I will then grab the Fire Warden's Trail, which is an old unmaintained trail, but it's just pretty much like a regular trail. Enough people use it. And I'll ascend Hale and then over to Zealand Hut down Lendahan. Boy, it is a conga line today of people. Guess it's a beautiful day and it's a Saturday, so I think we've had 13 Saturdays of rain in a row in New Hampshire. And so, whoa, a little bit of mud there. 13 Saturdays in a row with rain, and now we have a nice beautiful one. So everybody and their mother is hitting the trails today, I think. I'm shocked at how many people I've seen, and it's still relatively early, so people are getting after it early, getting out there. I mean, I was running into people on the summits at 8:30 a.m. So they're coming in fast and strong, especially the trail runners. Wow, they were out on the summit of South Twin. They must have been on the summit by, I don't know, 8 a.m. around there. So they were moving. But just regular hikers now I'm starting to run into as I descend here. Probably seen 20 people so far, so I probably won't be getting the drone up. I don't want to bug anybody too much and have even more rules and regulations around them. I'm about halfway up Fire Warden's Trail to the summit of Mount Hale. Dragging a little bit now. It's a little warmer, and I mean, I feel generally okay, but I felt great this morning, and now, so-so. But all I gotta do is get my butt to the top of Mount Hale here, and then stumble 3 miles down to Zealand Hut, so no problem. I am on the summit of Mount Hale, me and about 50,000 black flies. I'd like to take a nice break here and fuel up with water and food, but I'm gonna get out of here. I stayed just long enough to put my drone up, had to put my head net on, and got the deed out, and yeah, I'm all doctored up here, but they're still I've got to get out of here. So on my way down Lend a Hand Trail to the Zealand Hut. I'm at the intersection of the Lend a Hand Trail and the Twinway, 0.1 miles from Zealand Hut, where I'm staying tonight. So we'll be there very shortly, just sitting down. There's no bugs right here for some reason, and just a beautiful stream, a little bit of a breeze. So just taking a blow for a minute, then I'll head down to the hut and check in. Just sitting a little bit away from the hut here because there's so many people here. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable or feel like an idiot myself talking to myself. But in any case, I'm all checked in. I'm washed up in the stream here at the hut. Feel really good. Getting ready for dinner. And yeah. Looks like the weather's unsettled for tomorrow again. Could be severe thunderstorms tonight and rain tomorrow, so I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. I'll check in and let you know tomorrow morning. Okay, it's the morning of day 3. It's raining again. There's supposed to be possibility of severe thunderstorms up high, so I've decided not to go up and bag Willie, Field, and Tom today. Just heading out to the car. Had breakfast already. Oh, and that is Debbie? Debbie, that's Debbie. She's also, I think, gonna make another appearance. So I'm just heading out to the car. It's raining again. I would have continued on with the rain, but I don't want to be up there with severe thunderstorms. So in any case, it's still been a good hike. It's always good to get out. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one. So how long have you been section hiking?
Well, I started this in 23.
Oh.
I actually went out to Klingman's Dome and started it in February of 23.
No kidding. So that's pretty good. It's only been a couple of years, so you've been getting some big sections done.
I got some like 1,300 miles in the first year, and the knee went. So
yeah.
Got a few more last year and trying to finish.
Yeah. So this is Al. I haven't formally introduced you. Al's headed into Crawford Notch. I'm going to drop him off there, and he'll pick up again tomorrow. But he's finishing his last section of the AT, and we'll be finishing at Katahdin this year.